Hello everyone, Diego with Cal Mutual here. It's been brought to my attention that a lot of you still don't know that you guys can get yourselves into a house with zero money down. That's right, zero, zip, zilch, nada to get yourselves into a home, which is pretty crazy since I know some of you are used to paying deposit first months, last months when renting, and it's not even your house. In this case, you guys come up with nothing and it's your house. You guys can one day sell it and make a ton of money. Now, if you don't believe me, look up HFA, or California Housing Finance Authority. They are a government-based program which is here to help us all get into a house sooner than later. And what are they doing? They're paying 3.5% down for you. They're coming up with that money. You only have to pay it if you sell the house or if you finish paying it off in 30 years. So you don't have to come up with that money right away. Second is they'll actually pay for your fees associated with the loan. So really no money's coming out of your pocket. Now, what are the requirements? Requirements are that you are a first-time home buyer, meaning you haven't owned a house for at least 3 years. So there's really good news for some of you who might have lost your house back in the day. As long as you haven't owned one or co-signed for one in the past 3 years, you are good to go. Second, you must live in the house. You must occupy the property in order to get this program, because they don't want a bunch of investors coming in to just, buy stuff and rent it out. I want you to live in the house. This is for people who really need it. Third, they want to make sure you guys need it. There is an income limit, which means you cannot make more than $128,000 per year. Pretty easy, right? I know a lot of us don't make that quite yet. And that's for Riverside, San Bernardino, and Los Angeles. Income limit is $128,000 per year. Orange County, $174,000. They expect us to make more here, right? The third one is that you must attend a home buyer counseling course, which I recommend everybody to do anyway. I mean, they don't teach this stuff in school. That way, when you are shopping for a realtor or shopping for a loan officer, you actually know what they're talking about, which is really good. And then you get to ask a lot of questions to somebody who's not trying to sell you. You'll learn a lot in those programs. That's it. I mean, those are the 4 things that you guys need to qualify. Now, credit is an issue, but when isn't it, right? So if you guys have a low 500, you're in the low 500s, then as long as, if you have the money, if you come up with 10% down, you can still get a house. If you're in the, 580 range, 580 and above, as long as you come up with a 3.5% down payment, you qualify. That 3.5% seems to be the minimum. And then a 640 and above, you now qualify for the Cal HFA Down Payment Assistance Program. They pay that money for you. So there's no excuse to not get a house, especially when your credit's above a 640, because now, again, this is something that's tangible. It's yours. You guys can paint the walls whatever colors you want. Eventually, it's like Monopoly. You guys can own 3 to 4 or 5 houses as long as you put your mind to it. And then you guys will never have to work a day in your life because you just be collecting rent all day. I know that's what I want to do. Again, income and credit are the only reasons why somebody can or can't buy a house. So I understand if you can't afford the payment right now, but maybe you can get some people to rent a room out, and now they're paying your rent or your mortgage for you versus you just paying someone else's house off. And then your credit, that does take time. Maybe you have damaged credit, maybe you haven't built it up yet. Call me now because you want to get started now. That way by next year when you think your income will be ready, your credit will definitely be prepared. With that, I'm gonna leave you guys. If you have any other questions, feel free to DM me. If you guys would like to see any other videos on your credit, I have a lot of people that can help us out with tips and tricks on how to get your credit up. And then when it comes to homes, just remember, you got a guy. Thanks again.